Hey, summer friends, Olivia here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another Speed Build Sunday. Happy Sunday, or happy whatever day it is that you are catching this video. I am so glad you're here. And if you are new here, my name is Olivia and this is Olivia Halston Studio, and I speed build and yap. I yap and yap and yap about everything and nothing all at once. So if that's your thing, so glad you're here, really. And if it's not your thing, hey, I get it. We all have our style of content that we enjoy. And sometimes I like to have just like music or whatever the vibe is. If I'm not your vibe, I get it. But if I am your vibe, I am trying to build out this channel, get more serious about it. I've had it for a couple years, and I would love it if you decide to stick around. And hey, subscribe and come back for more fun next Sunday. Anyway, today we're doing my real life house. So I've done this in the past, probably multiple times. And it always trips me up because I'm always trying to do like every corner, every detail. My living room is sunken in by like one stair. So I always end up doing that, and I get frustrated at some point because my living room is sunken in by one square, but my garage, it's just been really hard over the years to capture everything I want to capture. So with that said, today I just thought, you know what, Olivia, just build the freaking house, but it doesn't have to be like this perfect thing. First off, you're not gonna know the difference. You've never been at my house, and if you have, that's weird. No, but you know you're not gonna know the difference. So even though I know the difference and some things are not the same, I still had so much fun. So this is part one. We'll do the main level. At the time of this recording, I actually forgot I had a basement. It's a finished basement, so there's that. And then we have upstairs, and then I'll eventually do the exterior and that kind of stuff. So anyway, I am glad you're here. How are you? I hope you're doing awesome. This is a longer video, so than usual. So if you want to grab your snacks, you want to get comfortable, let's hang out. So we're starting here in our den, and it is off to the right when you first walk in. It has been my office since we moved here, and I've shared the story before, but basically, when we were searching for a house, I really wanted an office space on the main level so I could be part of all the things. Like, I imagine kids, during the summer, I could make them a sandwich, step away real quick and get right back to it. I could be part of the whole house. But yeah, when we did move in for the past couple of years, it's been great. I love having my own space, just to kind of spread out, work on projects, whatever. But it quickly just became, I don't know, I guess maybe I outgrew it in the way of just it wasn't really, and I wasn't feeling it anymore. So a couple months ago, I decided to move my office upstairs to my bedroom. It was becoming summer, the kids are out of school. I knew that now they're getting older. They spend a lot more time in their rooms, and so it really didn't make sense for me to just be downstairs by myself anyway. And so I moved my office upstairs. Well, not by myself. Robert helped me a ton, but we moved my office upstairs. We have floor to ceiling windows and a really stupid big room. So moving my office up here just filled a lot of empty space we had. So it was no big deal. And I really like having my desk in a way where I can look to my right and just see outside all day long. So it actually has been a really successful move. It's been awesome. And I loved it so much that then Robert was like, I think I'm going to move my office upstairs. His is in the basement. There's a room down there. And so he then moved his office up here a couple weeks later. So we're both together in the office, which I do love it. I love it so much. We're all up here together. And then our kids during summer break are up here too. What I love it about it the most is our main level stays really clean. It really does. We go down there for lunch, maybe breakfast. We let our dog out every now and then, but like we just don't spend as much time down there. And yeah, I guess it's just part of the season. Like it may change some other time, but for now that works for us. And anyway, loving it a lot. But now that my office is moved, we had a plan for this room. It was going to be called the Den. And I really had a vision for it of being kind of a gathering space after school, or like a family came over, because the dining room is after it, like in front of it. And so it's just a place we gather anyway. And I thought, let's make it purposeful. So basically, what I'm doing here today is kind of my thoughts for the room. And right now, it just has bookshelves and it's quite empty. It still has like some of my office decor and stuff, but it's quite empty in there. That will all change eventually. Um, and I will put like a small love seat. I'm thinking like a leather one. I couldn't find one that was cute here in The Sims, but a leather couch and like kind of a fun chair. And then the whole vibe will be like I've been collecting older board games. Like I have an old original Scrabble game from like I think the 60s. I have like an old domino set, an old chess set, and then I've been collecting playing cards like crazy. And so my vision is it'll be like a bigger coffee table and it'll just have like a puzzle going, maybe some old vintage stuff like that. And then the shelves will be filled up with puzzles and board games. So it's like a place to gather. I'll probably put the Nintendo Switch in there. Just a place after school, grab a snack, hang out. That's the whole goal. So, and definitely make it more moody, not so white and gray or grayish, more moody tones for sure. So, yeah, just kind of a little place just to land, when you come home. And so that's the plan. So that was really fun to bring this room to life since it's so empty right now. I love that about The Sims. I used to do that when I was like a teenager to my room. I'd be like, hey, what if I move my bed over here? And I was always that girl. And I used Sims to like figure that out. I didn't have CC. Like, did you have CC growing up? Like if you were a millennial player or anybody, did you have CC on your computer? I did not. I did not have any gaming computers. It really truly wasn't even a mainstream thing to have a gaming computer. Like if you had a gaming computer back in the 90s, 2000s, well, 90s you wouldn't be playing Sims, but the 2000s, okay? Early 2000s, you probably were like a nerd. And I mean that in like the best way. Like that was probably like a thing. Also probably a really big investment because now you spend like 2400 bucks on a gaming like setup, but back then it was probably like maybe even crazier. I don't know, but all I know is the computers I had, no way were they handling any CC. I couldn't even download a single a single thing like that. My computer had LimeWire and The Sims, and it sounded like it was taking off like a jet every time I clicked. Well, it had The Sims and it has Roller Coaster Tycoon, of course. Um, but it couldn't handle anything else. It couldn't even handle a lamp or anything. I couldn't download anything. But now that I'm an adult and I have like a whole setup and I just love CC, I can't even imagine how I played without it. I just cannot even fathom playing The Sims and doing base game. Matter of fact, I can. I got a new gaming PC, really like finally a real one, okay? Not a laptop that's supposedly gaming, none of that. Like this is a true beautiful setup, by the way. And before that though, my laptop died. It was it was brutal because I lost all my CC. But we won't talk about that. But what we will talk about is the fact that on that computer, I lost a CC and I thought, okay, I still want to play Sims. I reset the whole freaking thing. My CC's gone, right? And I started playing base game. Guys, I couldn't. I just could not. EA, like, love you. It's like one of those things, like, love you, bro. But what? I just can't. I, I, I thought, hey, I'm gonna do like a whole series of me doing like base game builds. Mm-mm. I could not bring myself to do it. Matter of fact, the way that I have this set up today, I'm pretty sure. No, that's a lie because I'm seeing base game stuff right now. But you know how like if I don't know if you use is it Texie Mexi? Is that what his name is? If you use his Better Build BBB, um, if you use his BBB Better Build by cheat or mod rather, um, it you can actually filter. I'm sure maybe you can even filter in the regular game, but like custom content only. And I did that. I usually do that, so I'm surprised to see regular content on here. But anyway, my point is that I am an alpha CC user to the like most. I'm the mostest. I'm a maximalist alpha CC user, and I cannot get with base game. But I ask because is it out of necessity? Because I 100% get that. Or do you just like that? I've talked to someone before about it, the love for base game is because it is less options. Hey, like when you go to Walmart nowadays, I don't, I'm not a crazy person. I just order online. But like if you go to the store, okay, even Target, let's just say Target, you're at Target strolling, you go to the snack aisle, because of course you do. And you're on the snack aisle and ketchup, for example, there's classic Heinz ketchup. There's Target brand. There's no fructose corn syrup brand. There's gluten free. I don't know. There's just so many different kinds. And you're like, I don't know, right? I went to go get barbecue sauce the other day because we got a smoker for Christmas for my mom. And I have not got to use as much as I should. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to just grill. We're going to smoke some meats. So I got a brisket and some ribs. Anyway, I'm looking for some barbecue sauce. There's pages. And I'm just like, whatever happened to like Casey Masterpiece? Just Casey Masterpiece and like one other like cheapy brand, right? Oh, no, 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 no. Now there's like everything. And then there's every brand, but then the brands have sweet. And like, it's just so much spicy. And I don't know. It's just kind of, so I get it. If your point to play EA base game stuff is not out of necessity, or maybe it's both, but maybe it's because, gosh, CC can be overwhelming, because it can. But I love the chaos. I love that overwhelmment. I love it. So anyway, just had to ask because I personally tried and I couldn't get with it. I just couldn't do it. You know what else I just could not get with is Coke Zero. I am on like a health kick again, on and off again. I know. Welcome to my life. Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm a serial. I don't know. Not even a dieter. I'm just a serial. Let's get my life together. But I tried Coke Zero because my best friend actually drinks that, and I'm like, yeah, like we like this kind of the same things. I mean, she's super picky. I'm like, yeah. I order a 24 pack like an idiot, first off. This is forever ago. But it's disgusting. I'm a Diet Coke girly. Diet cake. Yeah. Diet cake girly. I'm a Diet Coke girly, and Coke Zero's not doing it. So I told myself, hey, you can do everything else, but I gotta have my Diet Coke. I actually ran out yesterday, and we have this like, well, right here, kind of like this like area that we put our soda in down there, and it's instead of drawers, it's like they're doors. And I went to go open it, and I just like was on my phone. I just like my hand kind of went in to grab a Diet Coke, and I'm like reaching for it. I'm like, what? So I bend over. I'm like, I'm out. But mind you, we just had ordered groceries like literally that day. I'm like, okay, I didn't know. Like, I don't know. I didn't know I was out. Maybe I'm just drinking. The kids have a joke. Mom's drinking again. And so if anyone heard that, it'd be kind of like I would have to explain I'd probably over explain. Oh, we have a joke. Like I drink Diet Coke. Yeah, okay, sure. No. Like really I do. But I ran out, and then I'm like, I'm fine. I'm not gonna go out. I go to bed. So the rest of the day I go to bed. I wake up the next day, I'm in just a really crappy mood. And I'm being mean to everybody. And I think everybody's being mean to me too. And so halfway through the day, I'm like, my head's pounding. I mean, literally, and I sound like a baby. I understand this, but this is real life. Okay. And I realize, oh my God, I'm out of Diet Coke. So I just did like a quick order. Walmart has like got to spend $30. I was like, I'm going to get some Diet Coke and salmon because I'm on a salmon kick. I'm either eating, I told my mom this the other day and she was laughing, but I'm being serious. I'm either eating salmon, posting salmon recipes, or I'm thinking about salmon, or I'm making salmon. I love it that much. And no, it's not a phase. I've been doing this now for about 2 months. I almost eat salmon every day. But with all that said, I finally got my Diet Coke. I took that first sip and I let out like the most, like my dad used to do, the most dramatic, yeah, the whole thing. eyes closed, head in the sky, like I'm praying to Jesus, the whole thing. And I'm like, you're messed up. You're messed up. And now, okay, now I want you to see this here, because this whole build's messed up at this point. I think it's, I don't know. There's a lot going on. I think it's the platform, like that I raised the house, but then there's a platform out there. I don't know what happened. I I clearly I'm gonna roll with it, but I'm just telling you it's messed up. But anyway, I'm addicted. Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm addicted to Diet Coke. So this is how this little area is. When you walk in the house, you can go right or you can go straight. And this little area, when we first saw this house, our realtor's like, "Oh, you can just it has the desk is there like that, but it's a built-in desk and it matched like our cabinetry, you know?" Um and they're like, "Oh, you can just knock this down." And I was like, "No, I actually really like it." Now, when we first moved in, it had the above cabinets that we eventually knocked out, like this here. But I think it's purposeful. I say that and we never use that desk ever. I could have made my office there now that I'm like thinking out loud and talking to you. I could have probably put my desk right there. Now we're moving on to the bar we have in our dining room, which is similar to what I was talking about the built-in and that little den area right back there. There's a built-in cabinet, and it has like a little sink. And so it's really great. Whenever we first moved in, I think my mom was the one who said, "Oh, it should be our coffee area." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, yeah." So that is what it is. I feel like we use it a lot more in the winter time. The kids make hot cocoa, and yeah, we just get more use of it then. But it's really nice. And if we ever had company, we don't really host things anymore. But if we did, it would be nice too to say, "Hey, you want something to drink?" And so it's a nice little station. I didn't pack it with as much, like I have plants over there and books, and I have definitely like little organizers with different coffees and such. But as you can see, there's something going on with, I don't know what it is, but like I have the BB Move objects on. It's just something's going on with the platform. I don't know if it's the way that I did the walls. I don't know, but something's going on. So at this point, I'm not adding a bunch of clutter. So yeah, we're about to move on to the living room. What are you doing in Sims right now? Anything good? Let me know down below. Aside from doing speed builds, which I'm loving a lot, per usual, I am trying to find some cool challenges that I haven't done. I thought about the alphabet challenge. That one I've done a couple times. I thought about doing like the color wheel challenge. So if you know any cool, like maybe not so overly used, even so, even if it's overly used, I'm not, not like I'm need to have the newest and greatest thing, but I just need like some build challenges. I'm definitely gonna have to go on Pinterest and try to find, and go on YouTube and just see like what is some challenges that are going on. Because I just think that I need to challenge myself, something different, something not the same old speed build. It's kind of why I did my own house today. I'm like, running out of inspiration. I was scrolling through Pinterest and I'm like, I'm gonna just do my own house. Yeah. So that's what we end up doing. Well, dinner's ready, so I'm going to go eat. I'm gonna leave you to it, and I will turn on some just chill music for the rest of the video. I hope you like the way it turns out. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Like I said earlier, if someone playing Sims speed builds with Alpha CC and chatting and yapping the whole time is your thing, hey, hi, welcome. And if not, I get it. But if it is, I would absolutely love for you to like and share, comment, and of course, subscribe. Do all those YouTube things so we can be friends on here and that you don't miss my videos. And I will catch you next time.
Give you my jacket, think I'm the perfect guy, barely know you, but all that's on my mind is the feeling of you and I get ahead of myself sometimes. How did one night become a whole damn week? All the red flags I didn't wanna see, now I'm questioning you and I way too ahead of myself sometimes. Wide awake, pretend I'm still asleep. Feel so fake with you right next to me. We should say it out loud. You were gone when I woke up in your bed for the first time. I took a real deep breath. I ignore all the warning signs. I just get way too attached sometimes. You're making coffee, but I'd rather have tea. Just one more thing, you don't know about me. I'll get back in your bed tonight. Let's just ignore all the warning signs. Wide awake, pretend I'm still asleep. Feel so fake with you right next to me. We should say it out loud. There's no way in how this works out. Should we face it or should we just lie together? Lie together. Lie together. We don't know where this goes. I'm no good for you, and you know it too. We both know where this goes. I'm no good for you, and you know it too. Wide awake, pretend I'm still asleep. Feel so fake with you right next to me. We should say it out loud. There's no way in how this works out. Should we face it or should we just lie together? Lie together. Lie together.
Stumbling home, we don't know where we're going. Should've turned back hours ago. Out of our minds, I guess we're sleeping outside. You're still a good time, even in the cold. Get out the road, I told you. A car's coming, I stop you. You know I always got you. You know I always got you. Push it to the side, even if it means that I die. I wouldn't hesitate about it, wouldn't even think about the time I really love you. Push it to the side, even if it means that I die. Wouldn't hesitate about it, wouldn't even think about the time I really love you. Wheels in your hands, I guess we need a new plan. There's a motel a mile down the road.